Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a homeschooling mom of 3 and my husband's in the Marine Corps. We currently are living in Oklahoma and I'm trying to garden. This is my first year gardening and this is an update of how my garden is going. It's kind of tricky because it gets to over 100 degrees in Oklahoma many times. I just want to show you guys so far what I have and what I'm going to be doing to prune my garden to see if I can get it to stay alive a little bit longer. This is my garden and it's on the south facing side of my house, so it gets lots of sun. Also, the air conditioning is probably going to be running the whole time because it was 106 today. All the tall ones and all the ones on the back are all tomato. Oops. And some of them have lost control. I have to cut that one, like decapitate it so it'll stop growing, because I had to do that to this one. These 3 are basil. I've let go to flower because I got a lot of leaves off them to dry, but I'm just leaving them alone. There's no rush to really do anything with them because they're not going to come back next year, and I am not going to dry any more basil. And so yeah, I'm just letting them do their thing. And I've noticed a lot of bees and butterflies coming to our garden, which is fun to look at. This row is bell peppers. This row is jalapenos. So I only have 1 bell pepper out of these 3 plants. And then my jalapenos, I just have 1 little one. I don't know why that's that color. It's supposed to just be a jalapeno. A problem I did have with one of my tomato plants is the tomatoes never turned red. They were orangey yellow and they grow kind of like cherry tomatoes, but they're not. And I reached out to the company and said, hello, my tomatoes are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And she suggested that I fertilize once a week compared to whatever the label says on my stuff. And I did that and they're still not right. I don't know what happened, but I'll show you them. This is it. See how they are? Look how small they are. And then they just kind of clustered together. It appears that some of my plants are dying, but this one, for instance, grew so tall and then it started growing fresh green leaves, stems, all that jazz. So I'm just gonna leave it and hope that it comes back around when it's not 100 degrees outside. Here I had garlic. I pulled it all and then I planted pumpkin seeds just to see what happens. So far so good. I mean, this one died, but I have a couple kind of growing. What is happening right now is I found a infestation, if you want to call it that. Whatever it's called, vine, borer, worm, I don't know the proper name, but I saw this weird blemish on the stem and I start picking at it and it's like, oh my goodness. They are inside of it. So far, I found 5. This is my garlic. I should probably take it down, but I just haven't done it because I know once I take it down, I need something to cut off the ends, and I don't have anything big and strong enough to do that. So here they stay. And over here, it's just a lot of tomato plants. Some of them have new growth. Some of them are on the struggle bus. And I just have basil, jalapeno, and bell peppers. None of these have any vegetables on them. And I just grew way too much basil, but oh well. A small thing that I struggled with was horn worms. I think that's what they're called, the caterpillars. I had 1 tomato plant that was just getting attacked and I couldn't figure out where the babies were, where the eggs were. I just kept seeing poop everywhere. And then one day I go out and I literally have one of the caterpillars half in my tomato, half out, and it was as fat as my pinky finger. And I'll show you, I'll put a picture up of that because I thought it was kind of cool but annoying because there goes a tomato to the trash. I thought it would be a good idea as a new gardener to keep track of how many tomatoes I picked and weighed them. Some tomatoes I picked, like the one that had the worm in it, hornworm in it, I just threw away, but I still counted it as a tomato because it would have survived if that thing wasn't in there. So anyways, as of today, I have picked 265 tomatoes and weighed them, and it's a little over 43 pounds. And my goal is to prune what I can prune and try to get them to survive another month or two, because the first frost date in Oklahoma isn't for a while. It might be October or November. Who knows at this point, since it's been so flippin' hot. Is to just cut off some of these brown ones, but leave some of the suckers. Like this sucker looks good, even though I know you're not supposed to leave suckers. That's just what I'm thinking, because these are about to die anyway, so I'm just cutting them and we'll see what happens. Also, everyone and their mama is cutting their grass right now, so sorry about that. So this is what I want to do. This is pretty much donezo. There's a sucker on the back that is growing, but what I'm thinking is to cut it. Focus. Is it? I don't know. I made it worse. Maybe. Cut it like where it's bent anyways, because there's new growth here, and then maybe I could get a new tomato plant. Truly, I don't care about this tomato plant, but I'm just trying to keep it alive as an experiment and just to see what happens. Garden mistake 5,000 that I've made is to not put a walk around space for my garden bed, so I just look like a maniac balancing on the edge of my garden bed, so don't judge me. I'm leaving the pumpkins alone onto the larger garden bed. It's a lot of work. I have a few small tomatoes that are slowly turning red. There's one back there. So hopefully some pruning will get the ball rolling for some of these, or kill them because I traumatized them. I want to kill the left part of it and then trellis the right, because look at that, perfectly good plant. Look at that, perfect. Okay, and then I cut this big guy's head off, so it's a sad day, but you know, they can't grow forever. Like this one, where are you going? And that's all I have for gardening and pruning and updating, because truly I'm ready for a gardening season, or whatever you want to call it, to be over with. It's a lot of work. I was excited in the beginning. I gave it a lot of effort and a lot of energy, and now that it's the middle of August and it's steadily 100 and some degrees almost every single day, I am tired of coming out here. Yeah, gardening in Oklahoma is a little challenging. Thank you guys for watching my video. Next year, I'm hopeful that I'll have better gardening advice and tips, because right now, as a beginner gardener, I've made so many mistakes, but I've learned so much at the same time. And now I'm competing with the weed whacker sound, so I'm gonna get closer, and I'll just see you guys next time. Okay, bye.